Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to Growing the Ozarks. My name is Kelly McGowan, and I am with University of Missouri Extension. And today, my guest is Susan Wade. And Susan is a member of the Master Gardeners of Greene County, and she is also the co-chair of the Victory Garden here in Springfield. So welcome, Susan.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, we're happy you could join us today. And so we've got something really interesting to talk about today. But first, let's talk about Springfield Community Gardens because they do such incredible work here in town. So can you tell us a little bit about them and kind of what they do?
Sure. Springfield Community Gardens is a nonprofit organization, and they oversee several gardens in Springfield that are maintained by volunteers. And the food that's grown in those gardens is put in some of the community refrigerators that are available to people all over the city. And, they share the food with each other and with other organizations that need a fresh produce. And it goes to people who may not be able to get fresh produce at the grocery store. They may not be able to afford it or something.
All right, Susan, well, tell us a little bit about the Victory Garden and kind of how that supports the Victory mission and just some of the work that you're doing over there.
Sure. I started volunteering at Victory Mission shortly after I became a master gardener a couple years ago. And over time, I have become one of the co-leaders of that garden, which means I help organize volunteers and mostly I pull weeds and do some watering and things like that. But there are a couple of us that kind of coordinate what's going on in the garden. That garden provides food for the Victory Mission's programs. And what Victory Mission does is they try to get people out of poverty, and part of that is providing meals. And last year we grew 400 pounds of food that was made into meals in the Victory Mission kitchen.
And also at the Victory Mission, they have a job training program where they can help to train people who might want to go into the restaurant industry. And this food is part of that as well. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, exactly. They have a kitchen, a full commercial kitchen at their building at Boonville and Commercial Street here in Springfield. And it's a training ground for people who want to go into culinary fields. A lot of times those folks go on to culinary school. I know one of the current head chef is going to culinary school as well as working in the kitchen. It's just a great place for them to learn, and they get to use this fresh produce. And sometimes they have to get pretty creative with what is being provided by the garden or donated. Master Gardeners actually donated some produce from the demonstration garden the other day, and there were these little tiny ears of corn. And we joked about what they were going to do with that. And I'm not sure what they did, but I'm sure they came up with something that was delicious. In that kitchen, they prepare over 120 meals a day and provide those to their clients. So it's a good source for job training as well as providing food for people in need.
Yeah, and having that good, fresh, healthy produce is such a kind of an important thing that maybe a lot of people don't have access to. So not only is it giving them access to the food, but some people are learning how to cook it as well. So very good. Well, so Springfield Community Gardens, including the Victory Garden, is primarily ran by volunteers. So if someone is interested in volunteering, can you tell us a little bit about how that process would work?
Sure. Just about anybody can volunteer. You have to sign up, or they would like for you to sign up, on a program called Point, P-O-I-N-T. Online, it's pointapp.org. And you go in there and find Springfield Community Gardens, and then you find the specific garden that you want to volunteer for, and fill out some paperwork. It's for safety reasons that they have you do that, and just keeping track of their hours. I'm sure it affects grants and things like that. But you can sign up there, and you can volunteer at any one of the gardens, including Victory Garden, which is where I spend my time.
Okay, very good. Well, if you're interested in signing up, certainly go and check that out and help support some of the good work Springfield Community Gardens and Susan are doing in the community. So, Susan, thank you for joining us today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I'm going to actually headed to the garden right now.
All right, well, very good. Well, this has been your host, Kelly McGowan, and thank you for joining us today.